to the Dangerville Podcast.
Like we always do about this time.
It's Friday night.
The greatest show of all time.
Every song's like the same
Dude,
tempo.
if Puma was here, our bass player,
like-
he would have gone home.
It's like, I know he's great at bass, but it's also like, okay, it's the same tempo and you're just like stomping around. I would like to you can only go so much. Missing crucial Primus material here. But did you hear the big shit about the drummer just quit Primus? Did you hear about this fucking shit? Which is craziness. I'm trying to get an audition. They won't return my calls. Sons of bitches.
I was going to say, you mean Primus?
Oh, excuse me, Les. I'd love the opportunity to.
He called me back and just like,
He's like, I think that's a good idea, but I gotta try some other guys.
yeah, I've seen those dudes a bunch of times. This show we're just talking about here, though, go to it. It's one of the sweetest shows of all time. It's Maynard's birthday show. I'm telling everybody, sorry you've heard it a million times already, but they do 3 songs, then 3 songs, then 3 songs. Nobody leaves the stage. It's just like, and everybody plays on everybody else's songs and shit. Like, it's so fucking awesome, dude.
Very thrilled for this one. Is it May? Is that the one?
Yeah, I think so. They're playing here.
His birthday's in May?
No, so it's they already did this whole tour.
He's a Gemini.
Maynard?
It's on Maynard.
Makes sense.
And they're like, the tour is so sweet, we're gonna just do it for another year. Pull it up, pull the mic up. He knows.
There you go, bro.
Yeah.
I need to hear you. I want to smell your breath through the microphone.
Yeah, there's been some disgusting people here on those microphones, so get right on that.
Am I sharing Addison's gingivitis?
Probably.
That's the least of your concerns for whatever disease is around that.
That's true.
That stink fest over there.
Indeed.
At least that one's not mesh.
I love
This
that
thing's
song
just
by
got
Tool. Is that Stinkfest?
So all our other guests need to take notes. These guys rolled into some serious swag here. This is fucking
Oh yeah, baby.
couple of killer posters here, which are dope as shit.
Super rad artwork. Very well played.
Many stickers, couple records, couple CDs, and some killer ass vinyl prints.
I like these little guys down here. This little Eye of the Storm action.
Yeah.
That's what we just entered, dude. Get ready.
Sir.
Not pressed on colored vinyl for the sound quality.
Negative. Blue sounds bad.
Blue bad.
I felt vaguely racist there for some reason.
Blue's bad.
We don't like that colored vinyl.
Well, nowadays.
No,
That's
the
all they
180.
do.
The 180. That's where it's at.
Yeah. Is that heavier? Is that what that means? Is like the heavier, thicker vinyl or whatever. I kind of don't know shit about vinyl in a way. That's another, we were talking pedals downstairs. I didn't get into like collecting vinyl either. Like I sold my dad's vinyl collection and shit because I know I will spend all of my money on it. If I go down that road, it's over. So I'm like, I have to like not, you know what I mean? So, but
That was my
I do like it.
early teens. That was me. Thanks to Small Brown Bike, Michigan. No Idea Records.
Nope.
Got
No
obsessed.
idea. Definitely.
Well, Small Brown Bike was from Marshall. Super big influence for me musically, but they had a ton of bands. You got like Floor, which turned into Torch, but large.
I Hate Myself was on there.
Yeah, I Hate Myself.
That was a great band. I drew a lot of influence from that band when I was in high school.
Indeed. If it's not one of Maynard's bands, I pretty much don't know about it. No, I'm kidding. But I don't know.
large diversity
Yeah.
as far as stylistically goes. You know?
It is weird talking to a lot of bands that come on and stuff. Like I am kind of like, I like underground stuff. You could say whatever. Like I kind of like, I'm so fucking out of the loop, Like,
I mean,
I'm just like, I
anymore,
don't know
man.
shit
It's
anymore, like
yeah, it's hard to keep up with.
yeah. People are like, oh, this fucking band, and I'm just like, sorry,
Kids
like,
today with their newfangled rock and roll music. The devil's music, if you ask me.
Yeah, half of those don't even tour, so it's like you're trying to keep up with people who just have a digital imprint. So
yeah,
it's too many,
indeed.
too many.
And it's kind of sucks because like a lot of these bands I know I would like, and it's like, and I am kind of like, bitching about, music sucks now, but then I'm also like, I don't know about like what's actually happening anymore. So
And then it's like when you find out about something, and then you're like, oh, they're going on tour. You're like, I'm too old to go do that shit. Like, I ain't going to see
a
them.
lot of it, dude. It's like, oh, it's a weeknight.
Yeah.
Like,
a Wednesday at 9 o'clock?
No chance, dude. Like
Yeah.
you're not going on till
Got the
midnight,
colonoscopy in the morning. It's gonna be real bitch getting up for that.
Seriously,
I still
man.
think I can swing it. Yeah.
Yep, for real. Where are you guys actually from then? You came up from fucking Indiana or like what
Well,
the fuck?
I'm from my mom, I think, but the
not
doctors
ours.
are still
Too
trying
baby.
to figure that out. Yes, Valparaiso, Indiana is where we are based out of.
Okay.
But Dave and I first started jamming in Chesterton, Indiana, which is where I live now. We started, how many bedrooms was that? That apartment?
I heard it was one bed, one bedroom.
Two bedrooms.
We started
Indiana
jamming
nights.
in a solo bedroom.
How did you guys all get hooked up? Like how
So shout out to Addison Eilers.
Yes.
So,
Oh, nice,
I was
yeah.
talking to, I
I
don't even
hear
know-
he's a good guy.
he's an asshole. Fucking guy.
He recorded both of our albums.
Oh, very cool. Okay, yeah, Addison's the man. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he and I were talking about. We go back and forth sometimes, mostly gear related. Hey man, you see this microphone?
Well, he has autism, so he knows a lot about that stuff.
He knows a lot about a lot of shit, man. Listen to his episode on here, the last hours, instead
Yeah.
of talking about circuitry and shit.
Yep.
And I was just going like, whoa.
We some green M&Ms. M&Ms.
Addison, if you listen to this, Babe and I are still waiting for our switcher pedal.
Yeah.
We all kind of collaborated. I mean, he's the brains.
Yeah.
We just had ideas. We're working on like
He's
a
the brains on the
utility
looks.
switcher pedal
Yeah.
for people who love pedals like us.
Nice.
And the dude,
Oh, I'm sure he could build a
My God.
switcher pedal.
Side note, Love
Yeah.
Pedal, great band name, dude.
Yeah,
Write that one down.
Love
You're
Pedal.
welcome. Yeah.
And I don't know what we were talking about though. And I must have asked him or something, or like any sweet bands that we should get a hold of to bring on the pod, maybe, or he might have just thrown it out literally, like you should talk to these dudes or whatever. So I remember listening to it. I jammed the one song. Which I'm sorry, I'm not going to remember the name of it. If the name
it's a
wasn't a
paragraph.
paragraph long, which I might remember the name.
I
of it.
blame the Zoomers, man. Their attention spans are too short.
It was a fucking sweet track though, and
I bet it was.
it was average at best.
I bet it was that as well.
We'll play it. I'll punch it in at the end of the show, and we'll fucking rock it out there for people. And I was like, yeah, these guys are fucking rip.
Touch that up in post, get that covered.
I mean, you guys like what do you got? Call yourselves doom metal or something? I mean, like what or what?
I don't
mean,
think
like,
we've ever actually labeled ourselves.
Yeah, it's hard, right?
People have labeled us.
Yeah.
Like,
don't label me, man.
Come on, man.
I've known this dude.
That's baby
I've
in the
known this
corner.
dude since he was like extremely little. I've been in
Way fatter and way cuter.
I've been in 4 different bands with our bass player now. So since I'm 40, since I was 19, 20.
Yeah.
So yeah, drummer's the newest addition as far as like working with someone musically, but I don't know. We just jam. I don't know. We don't put a label on it. We've been called post-doom.
Yeah, I know, which is like okay. Like, what does that even mean?
Because at a certain point, you start to split hairs, and like, who really even at that point, like, unless you're like, I guess a music aficionado, if you will, or just like someone who's a nerd about music. Like when people ask me, "Oh, what kind of band are you in?" or if my girlfriend's like, someone's asking me what music you play, I was like, I'm in a fucking metal band.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know,
right,
it's
Too many goddamn genres. Also, you definitely can't self-gloss yourself post-doom. So if somebody lays there like, that's why.
I never-
Oh, excuse me, we're
I
post-doom.
listened.
Yeah,
I listened
never
to you
would have
guys.
heard that tag
post doom
until we
actually.
we put out our first record, and then people were just
I think your
tagging
closest
it
thing would be
with
like,
that.
I mean,
It's
like would be it was like it's like doom
I
metal
don't even
kind of
think we're.
shit. You know,
I
like,
listened
that's
to
what-
it.
Metal band.
people keep.
I'd call it stoner metal.
Stoner rock.
See,
It's
I mean,
stoner.
No,
dude.
stoner
So
metal.
it's like, but also too with like the certain music that we play in particular, it falls under all of these like categories of metal or
Yeah.
whatever, what
Yeah.
have you. You know, so yeah, you can't necessarily put it on there. But
It's
when my
droney. There's
It's
ambient
droney,
parts.
for sure.
There's
Kind of
heavy
an
parts.
alloy, if you will.
You know, there's atmospheric parts.
No.
It's like
There's
the guys,
got the
progressive
appropriate
parts.
response.
I don't know.
the guys from Annual Know Us by the Trail of Dead tried to play metal. That's kind of what it sounds like.
And
There
like,
you go.
but that's like a super huge
That's
compliment
a huge
too.
compliment, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, like
B-Dub coming in with the with the assessment here.
Flattery is the sincerest form of flattery. So how do you guys like meet and get to know each other? You said you knew him since he was a young buck. Like you guys grow up together, same area or something?
I played in a band that was from Michigan. It was like a grind band. Icarus Escapes. No one's going to know who that is. Who cares?
I had it on vinyl.
You might have had it on. You might have had it on
It sounded
creamsicle
like-
orange
it sounded-
cassette tape from a German tape
That
label.
would actually be dope. That would be dope.
that would be dope.
But I played in this kind of early 2000s techie grind band. His older brother played drums in another techie grind band from Indiana. So Michigan, Indiana. We did a bunch of shows together. Both bands broke up around the same time. Some of us formed a renewed version of his brother's band. And that's when I met this dude. Because I'm 40 and this gentleman...
I'm 28.
Much younger. So I saw this dude when he was little.
I'm jailbait.
Scum. We're being scumbags around him.
Diddy beer situation.
Yeah.
I'm Beaver.
Hey,
He's-
careful now.
But
Did you get Biebered soon?
that's how I met him. And then just over, man, I don't know, like 10 years of playing music with his brother and the current bass player.
Puma. His name is Puma.
Yeah.
His real name is Matthew, but we call
I
him
was like,
Puma.
man, you guys got
That's a
all
huge,
the names.
huge
Yeah,
name
right.
for a bass player, dude. Puma.
but
It works.
God forbid you call him Matthew. He's gonna have He's gonna have a tizzy.
Russell.
So he is Puma.
I mean, I get it. I'm gonna maybe start asking people to start calling me Puma. Yeah,
It's a good look. It's a good look for sure.
So, I don't know, just being around, running into this dude a bunch when he was younger, being in a band with his brother. He and I aligned more with musical taste than dudes I was even playing music with. And I remember at one point just being like, dude, we should do something together one day. 12 years later, his band breaks up. The band I was in at the time broke up. Pandemic starts. I hit him up. I'm like, he's a dude I can trust. He's, we're close.
A pandy bandy, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
But like, I know where he's at. I know where I'm at. I'm not uncomfortable with him coming into my household. We just start hanging out, writing some riffs. Yeah, that's when this started. And then, got Puma on board. It had been a couple years since we played music together, but got him on board.
Somebody's got to call Puma.
We try.
I don't want to do it.
The funny thing is we started jamming with the drummer from Puma and I's previous band.
Old Man Mason.
Yes. And we did a couple practices, and he was like, man, you guys are, I don't know, talk to my brother. He's a little more progressive. We hit up his brother, yeah, we did one practice. The dude like ripped on the spot. Like we just played him what we had once, and he just ripped drums to it. And we're
Like he picked it up as
very
if
cool.
he knew
like we
the
had,
songs.
Yeah, like we had been jamming.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Sick.
He's a weird dude. Love Scott.
Love him to death.
He writes all his drum parts in his head.
Yeah,
Which is fucking crazy in and of itself.
Nah, no, it isn't. Most drummers do that. You need drums in your head. Come on.
Yeah, I can tell I'm not a
Speak
drummer
of
because
drummer.
I can't do that.
And then put them down. That's another thing. I write a lot of drums in my head, but I can't play any.
Dude,
Well, there's
people-
that too. I mean, that's a different thing.
How many drummers like actually write charts of that shit out? That's
no.
yeah, that's got to be tough. Like that almost seems
0%.
harder.
I can barely write words.
I don't.
You
know
don't
how
have to
read.
anymore, bro.
Yeah, no, I don't have to anymore.
Just thumbs.
Thank you, Steve Jobs.
Dude. Yeah, no, I remember like kind of arguing with these a lot of dudes I was when I was in college age, a lot of my friends were in music college. I wasn't, but all my friends were, and they were like, it's all about charts and all this stuff. And it's like, no, fucking,
No, it's not.
Dude, always using any of that shit.
Dude,
there
that
is
shit's
some of that,
lame.
like,
It's
if you're
feel,
in, you're in
dude.
jazz world and stuff like that.
Okay.
There's some of that, but I mean, like, even still,
you're a
like,
studio
nobody's
musician.
but even still, I don't think anymore. Like, yeah, maybe in like the 70s, that was like that was about the end of that.
Furthermore, if
frankly.
you're playing jazz, shouldn't you be bebopping and scatting around? Just letting hair lead the whole thing,
Gotta have
free
your charts.
flowing in.
Yeah, you gotta
I'm
know how
not
to read
beef
charts.
oven, bro.
Well, with what you guys are doing, it's more just like, let's tune all the way down. Let's get really high and let's crank the amps to 11.
As a shit.
You know what? You know what is funny though? None of us smoke.
Really?
None of us do weed.
Okay.
No.
That's why you actually managed to actually get it done. Get the actual
But no.
albums done.
How many times we played shows and people after are like, "How fucking high are you? Do you guys want to burn one?" It's like, no.
Hey, I'm that guy. So.
I have nothing against it. I work at a nuclear power plant. I couldn't if I wanted to, but I also have like wild panic attacks way back in the day when I did do it. I'm too much in my head, man. Like,
Yeah, that'll
total
happen.
freak
That'll
out.
happen.
So
Yeah.
nope.
I keep wanting to get high again because my girlfriend's a stoner, but I keep getting scared because like the weed that they make now is like extremely strong.
It's crazy. It's too much.
It is
it's
too much.
dude.
We
I've
need
been
some
saying that too.
90s
Yeah,
ditch
I'm like,
weed.
yup.
Yeah.
I'm like saying that shit. They're like, oh, this is the strongest shit. And I'm like, give me the weakest thing you have.
Yeah.
Like,
You need
why
like
do
the
need
old
that?
school right-angled, straight off the Mexican brick
Yeah,
with
yeah.
seeds and stems.
Yeah,
in it.
I want it like brown colored. Like,
You tear it apart.
Yeah,
You got to ask your bud tender for hippie weed.
is that the
Okay.
keyword?
They'll hook you up.
All right, got to talk
It's
to
still
Lens.
a little wet. You're not even sure if
Yeah.
you should smoke it.
sticking to your fingers.
How'd you guys actually meet Addison then? Playing shows somewhere together or something? Or?
Back pages. He was putting out an ad.
Back rooms.
Missed connections.
Indeed. Craigslist. Misconnections.
I'll jerk off for $5. Yeah, he would do that.
Then he showed up and you're like, oh, you like music too? That's nuts.
I see your
I can
vinyl
see
collection.
you're nuts.
So in all seriousness, previous band to this for me, like he mentioned earlier, was Old Man Mason, which same bass player as Arcem. We played a show. Damn, where was that? Oh, we played a show in Michigan. He was doing sound,
Oh, okay.
and I think it was with Bonehawk and
Oh, yeah.
Matt. Love my buddy Matt. And
I know. I'm friends with their drummer, Nate Cohn.
yeah, oh,
He's been on.
Nate rules. All those dudes rule. Cam, who is in Bonehawk now, was actually playing second guitar in my band when we played that show that Addison did sound. So
Is that the Pyramid Scheme here? I think Addison does the sound there quite a bit. In Grand Rapids.
we played like an obscure brewery, and I can't.
That adds up too. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's a fucking lot of them.
I don't know why I can't think of the name of it now.
It don't matter.
Yeah, so
Terrible beer.
just being like a being a fucking gear nerd and shit. Sorry. Cam introduced me to Addison, and upon the completion of our set, he was like, "Man, I always wanted to see ISIS live," and I was like, "Oh, sweet."
I was gonna compare you guys to ISIS
So,
too. Yeah.
so
Dude,
this is the
come
band.
on.
This is the band before. This is the band before that
Okay.
even.
Well,
So
still though, it's,
So like I got the joke. There's obviously an influence there that runs
Glad I
deep.
didn't wear the shirt today.
That,
ISIS rules. I'll tell
That
you about
runs
ISIS
deep.
story in a minute.
Both the band and the
Yeah, I know. We're gonna get flagged for this. Talking about.
but yeah, we made a connection there. So then just like follow each other on social media. Then Tiny Tree stuff started popping off.
yeah.
I was just a big fan of Tiny Tree.
Yeah.
Even when I didn't have anything going on musically. We got this band rolling, and I was like, man, I feel like they're kind of atmospheric vibes.
Yeah, they were very
and
much in
ours
line with what we were
be
doing.
this would be sweet, and he's a cool dude. So I reached out to him. I think, dude, I don't know how many shows we've played. Half of them have probably been with Tiny Tree.
Nice.
So yeah, we did like a run of shows, And then that led to like, hey man, we got this material, we want to record it. Hooked up with Addison
Sweet.
that way, and then yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it sounds
Love
good.
that
I mean,
dude.
he's great. He's great at
Love that dude, love
all that
Paul.
shit. Yep.
Paul helped us out immensely.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's really random. I met those guys at a show. We played a show together, and Paul, I knew I was like friends with him on Facebook. It's just very weird, but like I'm like good friends with his uncle. And he was like, and knew, and he comes up to me and he's like, Ross Morgan, and I'm like, yeah, you know, and like he's like, yeah, my Uncle George always talks about you.
No shit.
Shout out to Uncle George. Yeah,
That's Addison's uncle?
no, Paul, the other guy that plays in Tiny Tree.
Yeah, drummer.
Yeah. So I didn't know either of those dudes
tree.
at that time. Yeah. we did a Thursday night at Mulligan's a year ago or something or whatever.
Yeah, man, we put the first and the second record were on Paul's Anima label.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, dude, I
Yeah,
can't.
put them on right now. Both of them simultaneously. Let's go.
Probably sound about the same if you just played them both.
Play one louder than the other.
If you play them both while watching The
One
Wizard of
back-
Oz,
yeah.
actually,
One backwards.
Some crazy shit happens, dude.
One
I don't
backwards,
recommend
one
it.
forwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Gonna
It's
open up
tight.
a portal.
They actually link up.
Tiny
Yeah,
Tree
and
still
then we're
playing.
Neurosis, dude. I don't know if you knew that.
Is Tiny Tree still playing?
No, they got a new record, or they just were doing a new record or something.
They rebranded Big Tree.
Well, we've actually grown up a lot, man.
I recommended they go the other way. I was like, you guys got to lean into sapling. I feel like that's the move.
Sapling
I got a
turns
million
into
of 'em.
stump. I don't know. Seed.
Yeah, I know they were doing. I know they were just tracking shit not that long ago and stuff. I was talking to them about vocal mics and shit. So I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know if it's out yet. So we'll have to check that out. So we were actually, when Addison came on the podcast, it was supposed to be like Tiny Tree, both of them. But Paul was I don't know, he was touring with somebody else.
Yeah. Jesse Ray. He
something
plays
else going
drums.
on
He
or
plays
whatever.
drums
Yeah.
in Jesse Ray.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
I know that the album's killer. I think they're just taking a little more like laid back approach with it.
Like shellac.
Because I know Addison's playing bass in another band now.
That Tongue Cutter band.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Which I've never
you know,
heard. I don't know what they sound like.
They're pretty
And
good.
then obviously all of the recording and stuff he does. They're both
which he's
just
doing. I think he's really focusing on that. I mean, they're doing a
they're
ton
both
of
just
that.
very
Yeah.
busy dudes.
Yeah.
And then, obviously they have life and family outside of that too.
Yeah.
So it's like Tiny Tree's still a thing. New record, it's fucking awesome. I've heard most of that. I've heard stuff before it was done.
Yeah, the inside
so-
track on that new Tiny Tree.
They were supposed to have a show
No,
on
love those
Saturday,
dudes.
but it got canceled last minute.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's a
On
bum.
Tongue Cutter, and they were doing like a benefit show. in Grand Rapids.
yeah.
Damn.
That's lame.
Ironically, a benefit show for cleft palates.
It was from no, it was a benefit show for women.
Got nothing.
Bro.
It was a benefit show for women.
God.
It got canceled, and now it won't get rescheduled for a while.
About another 4 years.
Yeah, but
So fucking, you guys do remind me of ISIS, though, what I was going to say. I love some fucking ISIS. I saw those dudes I've told the story a little bit, I think, on the pod, so sorry. But
I want to hear the whole thing.
I saw them at this place called The Space in Kalamazoo. You remember The Space? And there was quite a few people there, but I mean, it was a fucking tiny, it was like the
Yeah.
size of
No.
this.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like, I was like 16, being
Yeah. You might have been there, man.
snuck into the space.
No,
by,
I guess I was.
by
I know I was
buddies.
18 because I just moved to Kalamazoo when I caught that show.
I used to go, like, there was a KZoo band called Burwer. I don't know if you remember those
No,
dudes.
no.
Fuck yeah. I don't remember.
But no, like, so going back to no idea bands, like I saw 12-Hour Turn there, Small Brown Bike,
Both those bands
a bunch of bands. But like, I had buddies who were of age or older
Yeah.
who were like,
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
you know, like,
Yeah.
so got in there. Like, that was a very tiny room.
Yeah. It was quite literally. It was
yeah.
like it's a little coffee bar kind of thing. There.
It was like a bar and just
Yeah.
a side, like, that was it, man. That was
Yeah.
it.
It was them, and they fucking. And I was just like, I remember just being like, these guys fucking rule.
What year was it?
It would have been 2002 or 3.
Oh, shit,
I
dude.
just moved to
Oh,
Kalamazoo.
shit.
Yep. I know I was 18, and I went by myself because I didn't know anybody, and it was just like there's some show going on. I didn't know who was playing, or whatever, and it was them, and there was this band, this like hip hop band called Dialect.
They fucking
They
rule
toured
too,
with
man.
Dialect, dude. Yeah, Dialect.
They were both on.
Dialect's from the UK.
I think so.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they are. I think they're like.
Are they
LA.
from
Maybe
LA?
I'm wrong.
They
but
might be from LA.
They're
I think
both
you're right.
on Mike Patton's label.
Yeah.
Yes. And like I didn't know really any of that at the time, but I sat there talking to the dude from Dialect. I don't even know. I still can't confirm if that's the correct way to say the fucking name of the band.
I'm pretty sure
It's
it
gotta
is.
be, right?
Was it Dialect or
Dalek or something?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's an umlaut
Exactly.
in there somewhere.
Exactly. I thought it was supposed to be like dialect, you know, that's kind of my assumption. But
You got to appreciate the delicious irony of not knowing how to pronounce dialect.
Yeah, seriously.
This band fucking rules, dude.
Welcome to America.
But I sat there talking to that fucking dude
is
for like
America.
an hour after the show in the little fucking the space. Not the space.
The vestibule.
It was pretty badass. I wish I would have met the ISIS guys. But then just like not even like 8-9 months later, I saw them opening for Tool in stadiums.
Yep.
You know, like because they were a big fan or whatever, and they just caught. You know, so
Dude, yeah.
But I mean, they already had like 4 records out at this point or something.
Yeah.
They weren't like you know.
Well, but their final album, they had Adam Jones on the album.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. I didn't know that. That's cool.
The dude, I don't know
tracks.
if he still does, but their drummer was Danny Carey's drum tech for years after that. Aaron something?
Aaron Harris.
Yeah.
He does film scores now.
That adds up. I think he was working with like Chino on something too, right?
Well, they did Palms.
Yeah. Because that dude was like a huge Deftones fan.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, me too, man.
I just thought it was funny that he like Danny Carey's like, you need a job. You know, like,
Well, sure.
like, yes, I will tune your drums for you. You can pay me.
All right, it's good.
Yeah, indeed.
I think I think he mixes and masters albums too.
Aaron Harris?
He'd probably do,
Yeah,
probably do anything.
Paul from Tiny Tree is actually friends with him.
Okay.
And that was obviously knowing the influence that we have. He threw that out there. I think financially,
We're like, dude, can you talk to him?
Right.
Can you talk to him, please?
Oh yeah, just show it to him. But yeah, I think from a financial standpoint, we couldn't afford that. But
Yeah.
he does.
Is he any
does
good?
do
I mean,
that.
there's a lot of guys that are like, yeah, mix and master stuff from
He
bands
does
that are like,
movie scores, man.
yeah, okay.
like
I'm sure he's very good.
yeah.
There's also a lot of guys that after their bands, you know, they're like, you know, do this, and it's like, there's plenty of guys, you know, guys like Addison, guys like me, guys like whatever. They're like, it's just as good, you know, like you really don't got to pay this guy, like,
Yeah.
to do that.
It's Baskin Robbins, dude. It's 31 flavors, you know? It's like whatever you record, you know, you got to find whatever's going to suit your sound,
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
Like we always wanted to record with Steve Albini.
Yeah, of course.
You know, God
I know,
rest
right?
his fucking soul.
for real. Yeah, I would have loved to have gone out there and done something too.
But it's like thinking in my head, I'm like, well, the way that we sound and we make music, I'm like, would it really translate as well?
Probably not. I wouldn't
No.
think so. Like his sound is so, I don't know. It's that Steve Albini sound, particularly the drum sound. It's
Right.
famous for,
you know, that
like-
big bassy, boomy,
Yeah.
like drums, the bass.
and it's kind of raw. It's not
Right.
that like you
Yeah.
guys are more ambient and droney and stuff. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm sure it would have worked. It would have been fine. You know, like it wouldn't have.
Like
I'm
there's
sure it would've
Russian,
sounded great, but-
Russian Circles recorded with them all the time, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know about them anymore because they're just, I don't know, they're not what they used to be, I guess.
I didn't even
but-
know they were still a thing. Like I said, I'm fucking out of the loop, man. No idea anymore.
But yeah, I don't know. But with like Addison, I don't know, man. He just so not only I personally like feed off his energy.
Yeah.
He is also able to capture our sound in a very organic way.
Yeah.
That works for us as a band as a whole.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure like both are important, but like you probably got to vibe with the dude to a certain degree,
yeah.
right? Like even if somebody
100%.
crushes it musically, like if you're not feeling it, and to your point, like he's just got like an infectious personality, you know, he's one of those dudes you get around him, it's just like, oh, you just feel really good about yourself when you're around that guy. It's like, this is a good guy.
Start
He's a
hanging
very
around
tall,
him.
very nice man. I like him.
Whole drink of water.
Yeah, I mean, there's all this so many horror stories about producers that were just fucking assholes through the years, and they got great results, I guess, out of some of these bands or whatever.
Right.
So I don't know.
But if you're like playing music, it's the thing you want to do. It's the
Especially
thing you
with-
love, right?
right,
Like you want to
with-
enjoy your
the
time.
kind of
You don't
thing
want to
none of us
fucking
are.
grind through it like you're not doing a day job for a reason.
Yeah, you try to have fun. Like you don't want to be in a situation that's just not fun.
Yeah, when it starts to become a chore, then that's time to like hang it up.
Yeah,
you know.
We should fucking. It just fucking dawned on me. Fucking Quincy Jones died this past week.
And pour one out.
How old was he?
91 or something.
Yeah,
like
me
that.
too.
right. R.I.P. to the GOAT, probably.
Maybe.
I'm
He
a
was
fan.
in that Austin Powers movie, dude.
Yeah,
He had some shit going for him. 2003 was awesome.
Indeed.
He was in the original Austin Powers.
The third one,
second
Gold
one?
Member.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever actually
now
seen
Quincy
Gold Member.
Jones.
Okay, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Quincy Jones. Yeah. Quincy Jones rules. You guys are fucking. I mean, like, here's the thing that I kind of think about a lot is a lot of people are like so into like one kind of music. Do you guys branch out? Like, you just like, yeah, I also like love some funk. You know what I mean? Like, is there other shit that's like on your plate?
All right. I'm going to say this. I enjoy harsh drone music, ambient drone music, black metal music. I
Black
enjoy
drone.
funeral doom. I enjoy prog music. Like we're talking about like some Niacin. I've got vinyl records of Return to Forever, some Chick Corea stuff. We're talking about Weather Report.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Now you're getting into like things that are
dude,
outside of the metal world.
If it's good, if it excites me, if the musicians are doing something, I don't know, that touched me, like Sigur Rós.
Yeah.
We talk about like Mammofer. No, it just has to move me. It has to be passionate. It has to be real music, something you can tell.
Right,
you know,
right.
Is composed. I don't put holds bars on that. Like hip hop.
I fucking love ska music.
Yeah,
there you go.
Well played. Sir.
Yeah,
Well played.
like
Fucking
no, it's all across the
the
board. man. I have no-
reggaeton. I fucking love dub music.
Megaton Shot Blast, son.
Dude, let's go. Just because we play like metal music and shit does not like confine us to a box of such that like, I just listen to fucking metal music.
Some metalheads are like that, though.
I
That's
know,
what I'm
which
saying.
is
That's
like
what- that's
the discouraging
it
part.
grinds
It's
me a little bit.
wild.
I'm like, I love all of this stuff too, but like, come
I
on,
feel like,
you
I feel like
gotta,
dudes like that, like they're just like really trying to lean into the lifestyle,
It's
right?
like
to the front
militant.
to the
Yeah.
exactly.
You know? And
I will listen to Circle of Dead Children and then listen to the very first Coldplay album.
Right.
I love Old Dirty Bastard.
For the
you
drumming.
go.
yeah.
For the drumming, by the way. Let me reiterate.
repping the tanning
Hell
right
yeah,
now.
dude.
Side note, I kept seeing a bunch of not a bunch, but a handful of the old Presidents Are Temporary, Wu-Tang is Forever signs in the front yards, which
dude.
I almost got
pretty
one.
close. I
really
know.
should've
I keep
got
meaning
one.
to every 4 years I debate it.
And then
Realize I'm way too lazy. Like, it seems like an awful lot of effort.
But yeah, for both Dave and myself, we very much enjoy all different forms and types of music. I don't ever want to put myself in a box where I'm like, I just like metal music.
Yeah.
Or I just like heavy
it's like
metal.
it's not metal enough, and it's like, dude, it's the most metal. Like, how much more metal can you get?
Dude,
Like, come
exactly.
on, you know,
Like-
like
So again, we'll listen to like Philip Glass
yeah,
and then listen to Primitive Man. You know? Like
right. No, that's good. Yeah, That's-
I like
it's
someone
moods, man. you know?
Yes, and someone once told me variety is the spice of life.
indeed.
So if that ain't the fucking goddamn truth, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna dip my hands as many pies as I can, you know, because eventually like it's gonna turn into this, you know.
A really shitty fucked up pie if you're
Yeah, I mean, like, or the best fucking pie you've ever had.
it's looking like
So
yeah, it's
Right,
like
yeah.
that's kind of like a fruitcake, right?
well,
So
it's like a
everything's
coin. You know?
Hey
It's
now,
a
hey, whoa.
50-50 chance.
Try and be an
So-
inclusive show here. Let's not
Come on, dude. But
What drives me nuts too is fucking I don't like this notion that just because something is popular that it is bad. There's a lot of stuff that is popular that is bad, but you know what I mean? Like that's for sure. But it's also like there is also a lot of stuff that's popular because it's great. You know, and it's
It
like,
works.
I don't
Right.
like this notion that like of just hating something because it's popular when it's like, but this is actually good. You know, like I've really like I was that guy, and that's why I could say that. You know, like back in the day, I would have been like shitting on stuff.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely.
Like,
So-
now I'm just like, oh, this is actually rules. you
can
know?
I take you back to the year 1992 real quick?
How old were you? How old were you?
Sperm. So
I was pre-Jack at that point.
Demonetized.
I'm very much a Nirvana fan.
Same.
I grew up listening to that.
Yep.
That's what made me want to play music.
Me too.
So, Dave here,
Yeah.
he's not the biggest Nirvana fan in the world.
So yeah, exactly what
Missing
you're
the
talking about. Being younger, just being immature, whatever. I had a group of friends. Everybody was jocking Nirvana. Me and my buddies liked Failure, and we're like,
Hey,
Failure sounds like a better Nirvana
straight up
to me.
there, baby.
I don't know. The recording quality
on,
sounds
dude.
better.
Yeah.
Like it's cooler. When I smoke weed, it sounds better, dude. I don't know. So I just never got into them. I've learned to appreciate them more, you know, as I've grown up. But exactly what you're talking about. When
crazy
I
how-
was young and immature,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like
'Cause, yeah,
everybody
dude,
likes
right
that.
here,
Screw
man.
that. I need to listen to
Fucking
something
right here,
no
bro.
one knows about.
I've gone back and listened to some fucking Nirvana. You know, it's not like I'm listening to it every day or nothing, but it's like stricken by like. First of all, how like good like Nevermind sounds, you know, like the Butch Vig production or whatever, and like just like the vocal sound is massive on that
Yeah.
album and stuff. And it's like Jesus
You
Christ.
start getting high just listening to it.
yeah.
Dude, that's the same thing though with Failure's Fantastic Planet.
Fuck yeah,
You
dude.
listen to that record right
Top
now.
three
That's the
albums of all
jam.
time,
You,
dude. Yeah.
you listen to the guitar
Fantastic
tone.
Planet.
You listen to the drums. You listen to the
Heliotropic,
bass. It's still
Fuck
shitting.
yeah.
The greatest.
It's shit. It's shitting on anything we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We caught
recording-
Sergeant Polite.
Like
man.
it just
Yes.
doesn't
Love
matter.
that album.
Major
Smoking
label
umbrellas
records.
for that
It
ass.
sounds
Yeah.
better.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Hey.
dude.
Steve Albini did their first record, I think.
Yeah. What was that?
Comfort.
Submission, I believe.
Comfort, I think.
Comfort.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry. Submission is a
Or
song off
Frogs
there.
is Frogs the second one, or the
Yep.
one with the frog on the cover?
Yep.
We
Yeah,
caught
got the failure poster there.
We saw the was
Seen
it
it
the
a bunch of
20
times.
year, 25 year,
Yeah, when
20
they got
year, I
back
think?
together and they did
Initially,
they did,
before they put that album out.
full run
Yeah.
through a
Yeah, I saw
Fantastic
Did you go see
Planet.
that too?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Some of the sickest live bass tone I've ever heard in my
yeah.
life.
It was so nice.
and it's just fractals.
Yeah.
I had to take a piss. dude.
matter. It's
No,
still
that's
like-
fine. Yeah, whatever rules. Yeah.
I've never gotten so much shit at a concert, dude. All these old school, like all these 45-year-old fucking failure all in guys, like, oh, excuse me. This like, fucking get out of the way, man. This is really give me this. Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
I saw him the tour
17
after
beers
that.
deep. Can I run to the bathroom real quick?
The
Bring
other
my
dude
beer?
was too high on heroin to see when they were.
Back in 96.
Get out of my way so I can enjoy them now. What's the other guy's name? Greg. Greg Edwards from Failure.
Yeah, 'cause you
The
got
other guy.
Ken.
Greg, and
Ken Andrews. Yeah.
Yes.
Kelly Scott. Right? It is, right?
Well,
Yeah.
Scott Kelly's the guy from
Scott
Neurosis.
Kelly.
Kelly Scott, I think, the drummer.
Is he
Yeah.
canceled?
Greg Edwards plays in on this tour. He plays in Maynard's other bands and shit.
Does he?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
been playing in A Perfect Circle and
Yep.
in Pussifer.
He's played guitar in that for a while.
Yeah.
Did you just say puss?
I did.
The radio?
I know.
Podcast radio?
Demonetized.
Yeah, I do fucking love some Failure though,
Dude.
God damn, dude. Their new shit's good too. It's
Yeah.
not maybe as sweet as Fantastic Planet. Nothing's ever gonna beat
No.
Fantastic
No,
Planet.
no, but,
that's
like-
a once in a lifetime work.
But they
of,
haven't
like,
put out
genius.
a bad album.
No, it still rules. Yeah,
The way I see it is like they picked up where they left off in a
Yep.
certain regard, you know.
Yeah. It's weird too. I mean, they talk about how big, how much bigger they were. They hadn't done anything for 20 years, and how like they were huge.
Yeah.
After like they weren't a big band when Fantastic Planet was happening.
No one came to shows. Then they did a reunion, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
I saw them at Lollapalooza, 1997. When Korn was Korn and Tool. Yeah, right. It was Korn and Tool were the headliners, right? Okay. And the dude from Korn like broke his arm or some shit.
Good.
So right. So
Fuck you, Jonathan Davis. I said it right here. Arson
bumped
cancel.
all the bands back, and Failure got moved to the main stage. They were a side stage band, and they got moved to be in the first act on the main stage.
I assume that went well in front of the audience of Korn fans.
Well, so no, I mean there was only like, you guys suck. There was literally only like 50 people.
Brian had Welch.
Fucking Woody was there, but like it was like there was nobody there, and fucking like Maynard came out and like he was like, this is this band I love called Failure, and we were all just like, cool. It was like nobody there.
All right.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
They came out and they played a bunch of songs about heroin and balloons.
Yeah.
There was no slap bass. I didn't like it.
Yeah, that ruled.
There were no jinkos.
The bass player tuned his strings?
There was literally, I'm serious when I say there was 50 people there,
I'm
or
sure.
something like that. Like not, and I mean it was at Valdu Lakes. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It was a mega outdoor stadium. So it's like this empty outdoor thing and this huge outdoor Lollapalooza stadium stage. And there's like me. I was like, that was the first time I saw Tool too. So that was kind of what kind of got
I'm sorry,
obsessed about that.
97?
1997 Lollapalooza.
Damn, that's a good time to see Tool.
Yep, that was when they were kind of right at there. I mean, they were fucking crushing it. And then fucking Devo played after.
Dude, that would have been fucking badass.
That's the highlight. I don't know why you even mentioned any of the other shit.
Yeah.
Should have just said you saw Devo.
Devo's Maynard's favorite band. And which is probably why they were
That
on
makes
tour.
sense.
And his son is named Devo. Like it's like
When I was in high
That
school,
makes sense.
Yeah.
my aunt is the reason I even play music. She always like pushed cool stuff on me. And I remember being like 14 and she gave me an energy dome. And I kept that shit until I had a bunch of miscreant friends in high school smoking weed and the energy dome got destroyed. And I wish I still had that motherfucker.
What's an
Yeah, I
energy
don't know what that
dome,
means.
dude?
Oh, that's what they call
the
it.
energy dome, dude. That was the energy dome.
I didn't know they called it that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were selling them there.
damn,
Everybody was wearing
dude, that's
them and
a
had
baller,
fucking
man.
glow sticks and shit. To be honest with you, there was a mass exodus after Tool played before Devo went on, and that's also where he
I
met
understand.
Josh Freese, the famous drummer, because he was the drummer for Devo for a long time. You know,
He was the drummer of Vandals.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorites.
Dude, I saw him play with him. I have an Epic Vandals t-shirt that I would
Really?
have worn if I would have known.
Sweating to the
It
oldies,
has
dude.
a dog taking a shit, and the shit is some sort of like foam fabric. It's like a 3-dimensional pile of shit. They made a
3D
t-shirt. Yeah. We're
gonna need to spend extra on
Hitler
this
bad,
shit.
Vandals good.
We're gonna need to spend extra on this
I
shit.
saw that.
Can you do that?
The
A couple of
craftsmanship
times.
is
I saw him later when Josh
Craftsmanship.
Freese joined him again. It really was. That's a great t-shirt. I would have busted it up.
Yeah,
Those are
one of
good
my
times.
favorites. Growing up, that was like another influential band
Yeah.
that like
Yeah.
sculpted my worldview.
Yeah.
I saw those dudes at God, I don't even Warped Tour like 97,
Yeah.
98
Yep.
and some chick hopped on stage and tried to kiss the singer and he kicked her right off the stage. And he's like, I don't know how old she is. And she's like, and then the singer's like, stick your finger in her butt. Stick your finger in her butt. I was like,
shows were
it's
different
the
back
Vandals,
then.
man.
Yeah.
It's the Vandals.
Like, I don't know how old she is. R. Kelly's like, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's like a tree, dude. You gotta cut it
he
down
was
to
like,
count
no,
the rings.
and then pushed her off and was like, punish her.
I was thinking about recently about how like fucking shows, like even like it was like the lamest bands, but it would still be like huge mosh pits and shit. Like it's like in the 90s, it was like it didn't matter who played, it was
The
still gonna be some
Ataris.
huge mosh pit. And like
Now these fucking Zoomers with their fucking phones.
yeah, that's true. I feel
I'm
that,
trying to take a picture of the band and some other fucker's phone is in my way.
into me.
Speaking of lame 90s bands, I got
vibing to the
nothing on
music.
this. Did you guys hear? Is Limp Bizkit embroiled in some kind of lawsuit? Does anybody know anything on this?
Let's hope so.
Have you heard this? Have you seen this?
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
I'm pretty
Tell
sure.
me
I've
more.
seen
Tell me
Limp
more.
Bizkit. Yeah, well, we can take a break. That's actually probably a good spot to take a break. We'll take a break and
Coming
take a
back on
pee
the
and
Limp
get a-
Bizkit.
We'll come back and talk Limp Bizkit for everybody. Should have grabbed another beer. You guys fucking had the good idea.
Gotta do it.
I know.
All right, getting back into the thing that nobody cares about in the
Let's
whole
talk about
world.
Limp Bizkit.
Dude, this is cutting edge shit right here.
I saw a headline like a month ago. I was like,
cutting
yeah, I should
Fred's
probably look into
shit.
That's
this,
all
and then I did
presidential
not.
shit, but that doesn't fucking matter. This is Fred's shit, and we need to know what's going on.
All right, what's going on? The fraud lawsuit
presidential
rattles
shit.
music industry. The accusations
The
of
music
massive.
industry is shaken to its core. Over this fucking-
Yeah, come to my goal. Owes them more than $200 million after fraudulently concealing royalties. Dude, you can't get away with that from fucking Wes Borland's coming for you.
You're not
dude.
getting anything past West.
Blacklight burns, dude.
Yeah, I played a show at Blacklight Burns.
No
yeah,
fucking
at
shit.
the intersection.
Holy
here.
fuck.
And I had these old school Simmons electronic drums that were attached to a keyboard, and I was singing in the band, but I do keyboards and did like congas and shit on the thing. And anyway,
How many arms do you have?
Yeah, it was all. I'm a very talented man, dude. I had to get my dick out and everything.
I was gonna say I want to see you in bed, dude.
So anyway, we talked about those fucking. He was super interested in those old school electronic drums, and he had this whole wardrobe thing, and it had Limp Bizkit all over it, which is hilarious. And like, it was like a big witch hat and all this shit.
Like the road cabs and shit.
Yeah. All his cabs and everything. And but I was trying to convince him to let me wear his hat, and of course he wasn't having it. But that's what our interaction
man?
was. You know, so
They had the interaction, and he was like, Wes Borland, more like less boring.
Let me wear a hat, dude. No. It's like, dude, can I wear the hat? He's like, no.
What the hell, man?
Fuck off.
No, he was cool. He was cool to us. There wasn't like a lot of people there or nothing. I mean, like he had just quit Limp Bizkit or whatever, and Blacklight Burns was happening.
Dude, some of his solo stuff too. Was,
Pull that mic up a little bit there to you.
Some
I
of
didn't
his
love that
solo
Blacklight
stuff.
Burns album, if I'm being honest. It was like one of those
I've
things
never
where
listened
I
to it.
wanted to like it, but I was just kind of like,
Sounds like you're just a little ass hurt about the lack of the hat.
yeah,
shit
no,
there
I
at
was,
the end of the
I
day.
was pretty butthurt that he
Like-
wouldn't let me wear his witch hat. But
I mean, I don't know. I like Wes Borland as a person.
me too.
Like, he seems
more
really
now.
fucking
I
cool.
always liked him. Huge Maynard fan. That's why he wears all that shit, by the way.
This cool night air is curious. So.
No, he is the man. My cousin's band in Florida used to play with Limp Bizkit for like a year, because it was only like a year before that band started, before they got huge.
yeah, they
But
blew up pretty quick.
Their band was out of Orlando. Is Limp Bizkit out of Orlando or Jacksonville?
Jacksonville.
Yeah, but they were doing shows, and they was like,
Tear that shit
they used to like open for our band.
That's really where
And he-
they're from?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Shit, I wouldn't have thought it was like from fucking Pennsylvania. or
No,
some
they're
shit.
from Florida. And he was like, Fred Durst, even then, was just the biggest fucking asshole. He was like, before they were
Was he still wearing a red hat?
I hope so. I really hope so. I don't know. I would have fucking message him and get some more
was
stories
for
about
Ross
that shit.
Robinson.
It was forward, though.
Get him on the line.
Yeah, dude. He hadn't quite turned it backwards yet. He wasn't that big of an asshole yet. It was that's when they blew up, dude. As soon as he turned the hat around, it was
Slipknot came out and he's like, I need something edgier. Fucking turn his hat backwards.
I actually do think Limp Bizkit's new album and what they're doing now is pretty hilarious. Like, I was kind of a hater for a long time, but their
I
new
have
shit's just
not
called,
heard it.
It's called, it doesn't matter. That's what's funny about it.
Shit stain?
Their new album is called Limp Bizkit Sucks or something like that. It's literally, no, it's called Limp Bizkit Still Sucks. And
Okay,
they're just
I was
like
gonna say, I had-
shitting on themselves.
I remember
just like
seeing
being
that.
like,
Mad props for leaning
yeah.
into it.
Yeah,
Fred
just like,
Durst is like, yeah, I'm clearly one of the 5 biggest douches in the history of the
He
world.
is.
He's like,
I'm
all
just
right,
gonna-
we'll
I'm
accept
gonna
it.
wear
Limp
it.
Bizkit Sucks t-shirt
Yeah.
back in the 2000s, so it still sucks.
And
All
this is
right.
ripping off
Expand on
Primus,
it.
though, dude.
I'll allow it.
Primus
Yeah.
was always like, Primus sucks.
That's true.
That was their
Yeah.
whole gimmick.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
But Primus does.
The show has hung its hat on the fact that we suck for 101 episodes now. So
Yeah. Primus still suck.
Whatever, dude.
Well, I think we started with the drummer Primus quitting. So,
Yeah. Indeed.
full circle.
And so,
Full circle.
yeah, I just figured out that we're going to start printing Arcem Sucks shirts.
See? Uh-huh.
So
You should.
We'll see.
Just every band, not even your band.
We're gonna
Fu Manchu sucks.
Yeah, Fu Manchu.
We're gonna forego the still though, and just always.
Denim shirt sucks.
Yeah.
Arcem sucked. Past tense. We're
to
still a
Arcem,
band,
yeah.
but we're already past tense.
Yeah, those guys sucked, man.
You'll
I'm
get
pretty
it
sure
in a
that's
few
still a
years.
thing. No, they sucked though, dude.
Went to Arcem show. All I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Where'd you guys come up with that name?
Oh, dude, that's an awesome story here.
All right,
so
see.
crazy story, super crazy, so wild and crazy that it's like
Wild and crazy. Wild and crazy.
flipping through the dictionary. Have you heard this? Have you seen this?
You heard about
Just
Have
like
you touched it? Should be the question.
just like flipping through it, touching it, caressing it,
Feeling it. Feeling it out.
getting the vibe, you know.
You guys really put in the work, by the way. Didn't even make it past the A's. You're like, good enough.
Like,
Arcem.
So it's like, yeah, this finding a name for a band is the hardest.
It's nearly impossible.
fucking
It's nearly impossible,
part.
dude. Yep.
So we got past the A's. We were looking for something else, but came back to it.
Okay.
I
Full
wanted
circle.
zebra. Zebra was tight. It was hard. I didn't know what it meant, but I enjoyed it.
It was Zebra Nanza is what he really wanted.
Zebra Nanza.
Zebra Nanza.
So it was like, yeah, flipping through everything. I remember being at work when it was like, here's a list of names I found.
Yeah.
And I was like, no,
Yeah.
no, yeah,
Taken,
maybe,
taken,
I got that
taken,
list,
yeah, taken,
Fred Durst
taken.
original band.
Redhead backwards. I wanted that. Blue light burns. 2 on the nose. And then we saw Arcem. Well, myself, and then Scott, Dave. I think Dave was probably the one who found it.
That was me.
Then the name definitely came from Dave. And then like figuring out, Arcem means castle in Latin. So I was like, oh shit, that sounds fucking tough, dude. If anyone does their research,
Castle / tower. So
it's like, oh shit,
Nice,
that's
nice,
fucking.
nice.
it's kind of
It's
epic.
like, well, we're nerds.
Yeah,
That's
fucking-
it works.
I played D&D
I played D&D
once in high
I was
school.
gonna say the same fucking thing.
Hence this image.
I've never been laid. That's
upon the
perfect.
print that we have.
So
That is a dope print, by the way.
that's all fucking Dave right here.
Yeah.
That's all Dave. He painstakingly put his fingers
Yeah.
on the paper with the pen.
You drew every one of those by hand.
Yeah.
Every single print.
Fucking, yeah. He's doing this. Double time, working
It's all
overtime.
pointillism.
A lot of my stuff is.
I can do some pointillism.
So, and then at that point, it was just like, okay, there's one name that we can all sort of agree on.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, we all agree on it. Fucking drive that point home. So it's like,
And that
fuck
name
yeah.
was the Butthole Surfers. But that was
Yeah.
also taken.
The Stinkhole Surfers.
Damn, speaking of JD.
Fucking Pinkus.
Yeah, Pinkus has slept on my floor a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Talking with Paul.
Butthole
He does some
Surfers.
stuff on there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, dude, that dude rules. We played
Yeah.
a couple shows with him solo.
He looks like Santa.
He,
I don't know what's
he
up
woke
about those
up.
guys.
He woke up.
I think I saw the Butthole
at
Surfers
like
at the festival, though.
He woke up at like 7 a.m. at my house.
He's making eggs and
He
shit.
made pets with both my dogs.
Yeah.
He said hi to my son, and then he asked if I wanted some whiskey.
Nice.
No joke. No joke.
You say whiskey? I got some in my bag.
He's
right
like, you want a nip, man? I was like, nah, dude, I'm gonna fucking make some bacon for my children.
I have 6:30 in my kids right now.
That's great.
Love that dude.
That's awesome. Man.
That dude's a sweetheart, man. He really is.
Nice.
So yeah, with Arcem, that was just a name we could all agree on, and we all went for it. And so, but with the pronunciation of such, we constantly get questions about it.
I wasn't too sure myself. It's like, is it a play? It's supposed to be like Arkham? Like,
you guys
like Batman? Exactly. Yeah.
No.
H.P. Lovecraft. That's where that comes from.
That dude was cool. Hey, dude, that dude was cool.
He's
But-
cool, but that's not it.
Listen, that guy was cool, but that's not it. But so even like last week, my buddy was at a show and they were talking about my band, our band. He's like, I'm in a heated debate right now. Is it Arcem or Arcem?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, there's no jizz in this band.
Nobody comes in this band.
It's our cum. O-U-R-C-U-M.
It's our cum.
That's my new band.
All right. Now
I'm coming for you guys.
Look at that motherfucker right there.
Oh, no.
Disgusting. He's got a beard. He's got long hair.
Gross.
I don't like him. That's
the bald man. What
The
is he
bald
into?
man.
Is this white power?
I don't like
What is
it.
this propaganda here?
That guy fucks without question.
That guy
That
fucks.
dude fucks all day.
Yeah,
He's
does.
the only dude in the band who fucks. Sexy man playing the drums. Keeping the time.
Got no volume on there. We got
Yeah, can we hear some volume?
I don't know if I want to hear
the
it.
orange amps.
I do.
I heard it's terrible.
I heard this band sucks.
Can we get the record release? The version.
Studio version
that Addison
There we
produced.
Oh, wait. Here we go.
Studio version
That's
that
so
Addison
raw.
produced.
So I got a funny thing.
What is that tube?
About this video is that, all right, so usually, like, for this song in particular, Scott and I, the drummer, we come in on like a 4 count. So
If that's what we're watching, is that what we're watching? I don't know.
yeah, so we're playing this tiny bar called Franklin House in Valparaiso, and I surmise you can fit about 100 people in it, like comfortably, but it's usually packed to like 100 and 250 people on any given weeknight.
Yeah.
The entire walls of the stage you will see.
Yeah.
It's cabs. It's cabs.
So-
There's no room to move from where we're standing while we're playing.
Yeah.
When we start to play this song, I start it with Scott, but I have a volume pedal, and I went to go turn off my distortion from the last song, and turn my volume pedal all the way down. So you can't even fucking hear when I'm playing.
Yeah, yeah.
And my fucking shit-eating grin I had right there, I'm like, I'm fucking up right now because we're out of time with each other. And
Give
like,
yourself the Newstead treatment.
yeah, right? So now I'm pretty sure, because he's looking pretty sexy, I'm pretty sure we're back in time now. But, hold on, can I get some volume here? I look homeless.
Yeah. You were just looking around a little bit there.
There we
You
go.
had the Manson party on this bad boy.
Yeah. I wish those other two could be here right now just to like explain what they were feeling at the current moment in time. But
This is straight live audio recording though. It's
Yes.
pretty badass.
So how exactly did you guys convince Booger from Revenge of the Nerds to get involved in the project initially?
Lots of beer.
we told them $30 per diem. It's all yours.
You rocking that orange amp?
That's Puma.
bass.
Oh, okay.
That is the bass.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's like
It's a
towards the
Science
left.
and a VHT on his side. 2 Science amps on my side. We've got an orange on that side, and then the second bass on my side is a. He has the Meat Smoke.
Yes.
The Varellin,
He has a 4x15 cabinet,
made by Worshipper Cabinets out of Texas.
which is so much low end that your shoelaces start to come unraveled.
Damn, dude. I gotta get down there and play this club, man. There's a lot of people there. It's pretty badass.
It's the most popular bar in town. A lot of college kids. And
Inside note, I'm wearing croquis to keep my glasses on my face. Because I don't care, because I'm 40 now. And so I'm not embarrassed.
I
Those
opted
the old
for
around
contacts.
the, yeah, baby, that's a good move.
I'm wearing Crocs through this whole shit.
You guys rule, by the way. I'm on board with this for sure.
Thanks, man. Yeah, so we got a greaser on drums. And
God
then we
damn,
have-
that's a handsome man, dude.
I
Holy
know,
shit,
that's
that's
what
a
I'm
good looking
saying.
man.
Kind of looks like at least from this angle, he looks like that dude who played Freddie Mercury in the movie.
what the fuck is his name?
Yeah.
God damn
Got a
it.
little Colin Farrell.
Yeah, he does kind of look like Colin Farrell, too.
Penguin Colin Farrell.
Let's turn that back off because I can't take anymore. No. Yeah, that's badass though.
The irony of getting the episode ripped for playing music when we've got the dudes on the actual episode
for copyright.
I'm taking this down.
I know it's ridiculous.
It's
I'm getting
absurd.
to the bottom of this.
We'll just kick ball in the dick.
And I don't care if you're at the top. So
Get all the rights.
this is mine. All mine.
How many shows like a year do you guys do?
A bajillion.
Yeah, do you play a lot?
This year,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know this year.
It's not like 2 shows a weekend, crazy shit,
No.
nothing like that.
At first we were like really trying to like get out there, but
Well,
It's time-
everybody's like,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
I'm
a
40
pain in
years
the ass.
old. I have 2 kids.
Yeah.
You know, people are
I'm
married.
41.
We got this. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. We just do when we can.
Even playing in a band at 40 is a near impossibility. The fact that you can even do that is
Yeah.
which is like, for me being a greenhorn, a young pup, like I very much respect these guys for like being able to move their lives around, so to speak, to accommodate to this sort of thing, even though they've done it like from my age or before that.
yeah.
And still be able to do it.
Yeah.
And still be energized about it and still want to do it.
He's making you guys sound like the most geriatric fucks in the world. For these old men to be able to crawl out of bed, fight through the arthritis. It's impressive.
In all fairness, we practice at my house, so I do crawl out of bed on Sundays directly to the basement.
Indeed.
And so, like, I want to say that, Dave here is a bit more spry than our other oldest guy, Puma.
Come on, Puma. When a name like Puma, you should be a spry motherfucker,
Yeah,
dude. You got to be pouncing that shit.
And I know you're listening
Come
right
on,
now.
Puma. What are you doing, bro?
So, every time we have to move gear, he's like, "Oh, my fingers hurt. My back hurts." So he puts on a show. I know
I
you're
hear
listening,
that.
Puma.
Come on, Puma. You got to help move the gear, bro.
But
He's got the heaviest stuff.
That's on him.
I mean, yeah.
That's what's funny. It's like, it's like, oh, bro.
I'm only 28. My fucking back hurts lifting
Yeah,
that
dude.
shit. I can lift drums all day long. They're fucking skin.
I'll bring the microphone.
Yeah. fucking-
We just moved my brother's 810 bass cab for like the last time. We're never moving it ever again.
Think about doing that
It's going in the basement and it's never getting moved ever again,
every
dude.
single time.
So
that you play
I
out?
did it. That's what we did for years.
Yeah.
For years.
So
He routed handles in the bottom of it, so when you tipped it up, there was handles.
That's-
Now,
It
that's a
moves,
smart
dude.
idea.
That
Better
needs-
than
that needs to
movie.
happen.
Yup.
Designers
Yeah,
take
get
note.
those handles that they snap back
Builders,
in or
take
whatever.
note.
Are you listening?
Yeah. And he just fucking routed them in and screwed them in or whatever, and it makes all the difference. But fuck that thing, dude! I can't
'Cause he
believe
had,
we
like-
used to move that shit around.
So like that video clip you saw there,
yeah,
he's using 2 412s
yeah,
and an 612. I'm using 2 412s.
it's such a
And a
preposterous
612.
amount of cabinets.
Our bass player is using a
Stages like this
410, a 115, and a 415. And we each have 2 heads. So there's 6. So bass, 200 watts, 200 watts.
Yeah.
100 watt, 100 watt, 100 watt, 100 watt. We're in this
Yeah,
tiny club down the street from where we live.
The music's too loud. You're too old, man.
That's
Goddamn right. Wild Stallions for life.
I feel like that's what happened to me though. I was telling you guys downstairs. I sold my rig,
ceiling.
my old Mesa rig, the huge and I mean that was still just a 1 4x12, but I mean it was huge and like I could barely lift it by myself, and like I was like, I gotta sell it all. And at that point it was like, oh, we're not really getting a gig anymore anyways. But I miss it. I wish I still had it now.
We've reduced it to he'll either use the 415 on bass or
A 415,
consolidated.
Yeah.
a single cab that's a 415.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's lighter than
worshiper
it sounds.
cabinets.
Okay.
Worshiper cabinets out of Texas.
That's badass.
It legitimately is like it's lighter than 612. You got to think about the magnets and
Yeah.
technology now. So
Right.
yeah,
Juggalos.
The crazy thing is
How do they
you
work?
think 415s, you're thinking like all low end. I don't know the way they designed it, the speakers they used.
No, I like
full
15s.
range.
A little kickback from these worshiper cabinets, guys. I feel like there's an awful lot of plugs going on.
Yeah.
No, like, dude, they.
Boy, if you need
They
a
hooked
great
us up.
cabinet with an amazing,
It's great. A lot of people have been
No, I'm
saying.
saying no, like the newest cab that I got is not made by them, but it's an oversized 412. So
No, but
instead of using two
beautifully
412s,
made cabinet.
Yeah.
I'm using one 412 and a 612.
What do you think about
Same with them.
10s on a guitar?
I don't mind them.
I used to
like
run
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
wish I had like I keep my eye out
tight.
for like a 410 cab. I've almost bought
Super
a couple,
tight.
but yeah.
It just
I like
depends
it.
on the style you're
yeah,
playing.
it's not like
but
it just
I
for
got that
something else,
610 at home.
Really?
Yeah.
For and you can run your guitar through it. I mean, that's
Yeah,
like
I have
what?
an Ampeg V4 and a 610 as my home rig.
I'm looking at the V4B right now. I'm thinking about getting a bass rig.
I mean, fuck it, dude. Why not?
I know that's what
You
I'm
know?
saying.
if it's reasonably priced, fucking just buy it.
It's
You're looking for one of those?
Yeah, yeah. You got one? All right, we'll talk.
Sit in the basement. I have
Okay.
the original paperwork. The original.
Really?
The foot
Really?
switch.
I have the foot switch. I have the shop orders from it, and I had
Shop orders.
I had it run over by a local gentleman. It
Let's
has the
talk.
original
Local
tubes in
gentleman?
Let's
it.
talk.
It's wild.
It's like one of the one things
Stupid
I don't
loud.
have is
I'm just not a single champ. Single
bass rig in the studio, like
Yeah.
a good Ampeg bass rig. It's
time.
It is time. I know.
It's got master volume, mod, and reverb.
Really. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk. That's the thing. The reissue, the has the master volume, the new ones or whatever.
V4B?
So,
I actually
Yeah,
I had a gentleman from Canada remake the
Canada, baby.
remake the saucer knobs. So I have the original knobs, but I also have the metal.
Which that
knobs.
dude never got me mine. So I have a quarrel with that gentleman.
And
I've waited like 4 fucking years for those knobs.
that is
You're
true.
never seeing those knobs.
No,
bro.
they're in the mail.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. They must have got lost in the mail. Oh shit.
Oh, they fell off a truck.
Sorry, I got
Yeah.
deported.
Sorry.
Sorry.
They're in the mail.
Oh, sorry about your knob there, fella.
70, 60 bucks. I'll never get back.
We are both. I'm an amp distortion person. Personally.
Same.
Like-
100%. Yep.
I love pedals. Have
Yeah.
a ton of pedals, but
pedals.
like
Gotta have the amp distortion.
like to throw some effects on the distortion.
Yeah.
But like
Me
yeah.
too.
I've
Yep.
I've yet to find a
Not even
a
close.
pedal
No.
that like
It's bullshit.
yeah, it just doesn't do that.
Nope.
Just doesn't do that.
Agreed.
So
Yep.
V4
Yeah.
single channel. So
Okay. Hell yeah.
it rips, but it just sits. And
Indeed,
it's sad.
yeah,
it just
yeah.
sits there. I'm like, this is cool, but
Yeah,
it sits there.
indeed. Yeah, I've been on a real fucking gear binge lately, man. I just buying way too much gear, honestly.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
You know?
It's an investment at the end of the day.
No,
you
it's
know?
not. No, it's a terrible,
It's a
terrible
black hole of money pit.
It's a fucking curse.
This house is going up for auction next week. I proxy of this.
Yeah, I was gonna buy
It's a problem.
get an Ampeg. I ended up buying that fucking Gibson guitar in there, which is so I've never really well I have, but I don't buy a lot of new gear, brand new gear. You know,
Right,
so
right.
Well, who the
this is
fuck
a-
does that? You need to
Exactly. I did. That's what I'm saying. I
vintage
just bought a
shit.
brand new
You know?
guitar, and like, yeah, it's not something I typically
It
do.
come from the factory. You need to buy fucking used. Okay.
it, then it is it.
Does it go to 11?
It ain't it, and then it.
It ain't in it. You know what I'm saying? Are you flabbergasted?
So you guys big Oasis fans,
cocky.
I'm so fucking stoked that they got back together. I wish Blur would get back together. I was more of a Blur fan than I ever was Oasis.
Song 2, I'm talking about song 3.
Boys and girls, that was a great fucking song. Parkview, that was a great fucking album. Yes?
No. Is that band still a band? Blur? Does that still exist? Like,
Absolutely not.
we're getting a head nod over here.
I think they
Blur.
just got back together.
Can you please look it up? Because I
Sorry.
want
People
to go see
demanded
him on
more
the
Blur,
tour.
maybe.
Dude.
Can we get some more Gorillaz albums?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This
I
is
would
like
like
the Gorillaz shit.
3, 4 albums.
You know, you had the guy from Blur, and then you had Down the Funky Homo Sapien. It was fucking awesome.
Is he still sapien?
No
or-
idea what's happening.
Is he more?
So let's play out, see how this goes here.
What's the story on it? Isn't it?
We get it. You're British.
Jamie,
I don't think you understand yet, young Jamie.
can you Google that?
Can you please Google that?
They put out an album in
no, I'm totally
2023
lost.
called The Ballad of Darren.
That's what I thought. They got back together. Who in the fuck is Darren? Does he have my biscuits?
So you guys are big Blur fans. Then, I take it. I don't know where this is going.
But honestly, dude,
So, like their most famous song.
oh shit, it's Blur on the telly.
It's a blurry
their
image
most
of their
famous song.
album.
Legitimately,
Blur.
you can look it up. They were trying to mock or mimicry.
What is it, like Smells Like Teen Spirit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the woohoo song.
Yeah.
Song 2?
Song 2. That's why I was like, where the fuck is song 3?
We used to play that in my cover bands when I was a wee
Bam,
lad.
bam, bam, bam.
What? Okay, maybe this is gonna dawn on me, but like, what does that have to do with Teen Spirit? How was that a riff
So
on
it's
Teen
like-
Spirit?
It's like 4 chords with chicken.
Yeah, and it's like clean guitar and this distorted guitar, and he's like singing fucking gibberish.
Look it up. The drums can't even be played live because 2 people played it on the recording.
That's right. And the fucking, what is it, like 4 bass when the fucking guitar kicks in? Mm-hmm. But that's just badass. I'll fucking listen to it all the time. Yeah. I don't care.
Song 2 is a bang or something. There's no-
Yeah, dude, that fucking song
Song 2
fucking
rules.
Yeah, that shit kicks in, man. I'm like, all right, I'm down with it.
I got my head check.
Budget. You know?
Yeah.
But
We used to rock that too.
43 Seconds of Glory or whatever it is.
that shit goes in. I don't give a motherfucking my shit, man. Fucking, I'm a Fugazi guy. That motherfucker like Fugazi. I'm shit with shit. But you guys ever listen to Limp Bizkit?
I don't even know what you're talking about anymore.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit is tight, dude.
Limp Bizkit does rule.
Yeah.
They are my Limp
I mean-
Bizkit and Blur should tour together.
One of those
Blur?
cruise ship tours. Creed there for good measure.
Gotta get on that fucking. Gotta get on one of those cruise ships, dude. For
That's top priority.
When
dude.
dysentery breaks out?
Yeah, Vaccination Nation.
Limp dysentery.
Vaccination Nation 2025.
Yeah, I think fucking Tool's doing some sort of beach resort thing, dude. And Primus is playing. Yeah,
I saw that. It's actually a stacked lineup. It's a stacked lineup.
Yeah, it's pretty dope actually. But yeah, it's pretty hilarious.
That's awesome.
Flying over
Yeah.
the Bahamas and see fucking,
Bahama Mama.
you know, see Les Claypool.
Drinking a daiquiri, you got the bucket hat on,
Yeah.
with zinc on the nose, going full tourist, eating socks and sandals.
If Maynard doesn't have zinc on his nose, it's not a tour.
That man's gonna be covered in zinc, dude. His whole head, dude.
Tits and zinc.
Yep.
TNZ, dude.
It's gonna be rule.
There's no
Tits and
finer
zinc.
Maynard than Maynard rocking the knockers back in the day, dude. It's such a good look.
Him and Steve-O both talked about getting actual implants.
Yeah.
What?
They need to do that.
Steve-O
I
was-
thought,
then
I
you
thought
just rub them
Steve was
together.
going to.
Yeah.
They need to
Bailed
both
on
do
it.
it
He made
and
a
rub
meal
them
talking
together.
about that. He's like,
I'd watch that porn.
No, I'm
Then
just
rub
playing.
tips.
Tips the nips.
What's Steve up to? Is he coming on the podcast?
Yeah, Steve was on the
Oh
pod
shit,
next
here
week.
he is.
Oh shit, dude.
I gotta say, I'm a Jackass hater. I'm like the one. I know everybody fucking loves Jack. I never got the Jackass thing. Some guys get kicked in the nuts. Some of it was funny, but
It was funny.
the urban snowboarding was some good shit. I think that was Jackass. Possibly
the
Tom Green. I don't
kayaking.
remember.
The
Urban
kayaking was
kayaking.
too.
I don't
Yeah.
think you were high enough, dude.
Exactly.
The math checks out.
You and your buddies weren't smoking enough ditch weed to get it. You weren't deep enough.
I'm pushing the eyebrows up.
The ditch is low.
Jesus Christ.
Where? Where is he?
Right here, bro. You're talking to him.
Holy shit!
I thought you knew.
Look,
Hey, read the hat, dude.
flying salsa.
Read the hat.
Elizabeth Taylor.
It says retired. Don't ask me to do a damn thing.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna fucking lift a finger around here. Who's the foreman on this job? I don't give a shit because I'm retired.
You're retarded.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Not be
Trump's
confused with
not in office
Hyman.
yet, man. Don't say that.
Yeah, careful with the
Hey,
R, bro.
all right. Now we're a political podcast. There's an eagle over there. I'm ready to get political. Let's go.
A beer
Rock,
bong, bro.
flag, and eagle.
You ready to bong a beer right now?
I will suck a beer out of that eagle's ass.
How do you guys feel about the election? Tell me now.
Let's get the beer bong going, and then we'll talk. You guys got like gigs coming up and shit. Like, what's happening? What's your next move? Recording? You gonna
Go
do
ahead,
EP?
Dave.
We are actually.
I think I just ripped this hat,
man. We've got a ridiculous amount of riffs.
Material,
Yeah, like
you will.
just kind of playing it cool until 2025. No,
Maynard's
Just laying in the cut. I see you working.
like we've got a ton of stuff. Obviously, like you don't want to have. We put 2 records out that
Oversaturation.
we're proud of in a short period of time, compared to a lot of bands. We don't want to put something out mediocre. We have a ton of stuff.
Yeah, put some out.
And some of it's
Pretty well for Limp Bizkit for a long
some of
time.
it's super proggy, some of it's super ambient. Like we take a step back.
Find the middle ground.
Like we're just piece part and stuff. So
Yeah.
want to come out swinging for 3. I feel like a lot of people stumble on 2. I feel like we didn't, so we definitely don't want to stumble on 3.
The sophomore curse. That's
So-
what I call that.
Dude, it's so good. I love it.
Yeah. So no, I mean, we're not on a label. There's no demand. It's just us, man. We like what we do. We
Just
enjoy what we do. We're gonna do it on our time. So
Right.
Yeah, from a personal standpoint, is just playing music with my buddies that I love. So
yeah,
take it slow,
we
have
got
fun.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. It's like
25
It
is
is
going to
gonna
be huge.
It's gonna be a busy couple months for sure.
yeah. So like
yeah.
January.
Sick, man. We'll keep us posted. Is there like what's the best social to find you guys on? Is it
Instagram.
This is the gram.
Love it.
Better hit the gram.
Yeah, Instagram. I mean, Facebook, I guess, because
Yeah.
it's like connected.
This is
Meta.
weird.
Yeah,
I don't know.
the
Zuckerberg.
metaverse.
Yeah.
Find us
so,
on the metaverse. Yeah,
We're on the cloud.
and it's spelled ARCEM, not OURCUM, which is what I thought it was.
come.
It's an entirely different.
I love it.
You'll get to
I'm gonna come.
totally different
entertaining,
website.
by the way. I know.
Wow.
Very, very different vibe on that website, but you know,
This kind of looks like alien cum.
It's like Spawn came. Wow.
is this a full track right here? Let's fucking. This is a good one. Let's rock it. Yeah.
Our buddy Brian made this video for us from California, and he rules.
And that does look red.
Red's good.
That's a woman. I can tell.
You've seen one before, right? It is a sick bass tone.
This song is on that
Laying
big
away,
square right there.
On the black vinyl too, so it sounds extra good.
It sounds really good, not blue.
It's a good little riff right here.
I able to get it a little louder? A skosh.
We may be deaf.
Ooh, perfect. Right, sweet spot right there.
Yeah.
No vocal lessons, all natural. I spent $1 million on this.
It's already better than Prometheus.
Romulus was good, dude.
I love some Prometheus will fight.
This is huge, boys. Dig it.
Whoever these guys are, they're really good.
She got stung by a bee.
Those are my kind of women in bed.
swarm.
The interpretive dance. The ladies that can throw down the interpretive dance before we get busy. That's hot right there. Show me what you got, baby. And she starts dancing.
Got to put on this vinyl right here. Let's go. With some
Turn the
tune rock
lights
for
down
you.
a little bit. Maybe a couple candles. Yeah.
Pumpkin spice. I'm not that mad anymore, so I don't mean to scream like that anymore.
I like that. That's grimy. That's good.
That's pretty cool. I haven't watched this video in a long time. That was pretty cool.
I'm quite astounded with my work. Yeah.
Holy
shit does real.
shit,
That's awesome.
was
man.
that me? I did all my own dance for this video. All my own choreography.
I like the riffage still. Still some good riffage.
Thank you.
This is all just a metaphor for post-Trump America in 2025. And
was
the
a
dark
prelude.
spirits and the positive energy that we have to find within ourselves.
Pushing it out and pulling it in.
My cat is apparently loving it too. She's going crazy right now.
Yeah, you
Jill
voted.
Stein voter.
But did you listen to Arcem?
RFK, Jill Stein. Don't give that cat chocolate.
Just.
Whoever those guys, they're going places. I like that.
All right, fuck. Let's wrap this shit up, guys. Thank you so much for coming
Absolutely.
up.
I appreciate
Check
making
these
drive,
guys out.
boys.
Thank you guys for the awesome stuff, and I'll definitely be looking forward to
Of
what
course.
you guys
Thank
are
you
coming
guys
up
for
with
having
next.
us, man.
Show.
Yes,
Yeah, for sure.
absolutely.
All right, peace, everybody.
Peace.
Later.